still have to get some approval through Google to get the connections for people outside of Workflow Secrets to be able to sync. So I'm almost done with that. So we'll be able to do that. But what that'll do is whenever that team member, your assistant or whatever, whenever it gets added to the SAM calendar, then it will then synchronize that calendar record to your Google account so that it'll show on their activity in the system. If they are not a user, one thing that we had talked about was giving the ability to have attendees, and an attendee in Google is who else is going to be in there, in which case we could do the same thing, but it's just they're treated as an attendee whenever you're synchronizing to Google, so that that contacts calendar item will show on them whenever they check their calendar in Google.
Right, so that's what I use now, because it could be my stager, it could be their assistant, and they're not necessarily on Google.
Right.
Right. So it's just a calendar invite, just like everybody's inviting.
Yeah, there's one more piece that I don't have on here. It is in the database to accept it. I just don't have it connected yet, is allowing for attendees. And attendees, technically, this is almost an attendee as well, but it's more of a case of it only applies to whenever we're dealing with Google synchronization and allowing them to take this activity. It's assigned to me, but I want to also allow them to be an attendee on it as well. It'll show up on their calendar in Google, even though it won't show up on anything other than my calendar in SAM, because I'm one of the people in this list.